Good afternoon all, and welcome to the tutorial on how to cook a German helmet. How to cook a German helmet? Well, where do we get started? Up here we have about 60 kilograms of candles. Candles contain paraffin, and actually that's the stuff we need to preserve our helmets. You can buy them in kilograms, but it turned out that buying them at a cheap shop somewhere is a better way. It just takes a little bit of extra work. Since you're gonna be cooking it, you have to take all the dirt out. So it's a little bit of work, but definitely saves you some cash. Of course, you can buy the big blocks if you're loaded with money, but we'll just assume everybody's working hard. So, what else do we have? We have a gas pit, good condition one, secured and stuff, so shit cannot explode, because it will get hot. We need to warm it up till about 60-80 degrees. And there's the gas bottle, good quality one. Again, security, so nothing can go wrong. Well, what do we have here? We did some cleaning on other helmets already. On these helmets we use Renaissance wax. We were not really happy with the results. This was a helmet we did completely covered in wax. The result is okay, but it just leaves a really ugly, dirty color no matter what I do. Helmet could be preserved, but like this I don't want to have it on a display. But still, that was the first helmet. So we went on with the next one. And this was the result with Renaissance wax. Terrible, really. I took it out and I was like, oh my god, I just ruined the helmet with a little bit of decal. So today we're gonna do this one in a good way. We're gonna cook it. See if we can get it covered in a better way and give it a decent look. This was a helmet we did with linseed oil, as it looks pretty good. A lot of original paint came up. Linseed oil, very easy to apply. Mix it with some turpentine. Be sure it's cooked already. You can buy it in the shop. Just apply it with a brush. Gets pretty much everywhere. It's a very cheap solution, but linseed oil contains acids. And that's the problem with rusty helmets. You don't want acid on because they will keep rusting. So we tried Cosmoloid, which is a more pure version of paraffin. Paraffin which is in candles. A lot more expensive, definitely better. But this is about 15 euros for 1 kilo. Well, this is 2 euros for 1 kilo. You need about 50-60 kilos, so do the count. And quality on a cheap helmet, you know, doesn't really matter. So this is a piece we did. It's a triad with paraffin, the candles. Really happy with the result. Somewhat the same as the linseed oil one. Only paraffin one is the one who is chemically and everything way better than linseed oil, because it contains acid. We don't want the acids. Also, linseed oil, you never cannot get it out of the object. And apparently with restoration it's very important to be able to retrieve your old treatment. So you should be able to take it away, take it off in the future. With Renaissance wax, it's apparently not possible. Even though they say they do, and it is possible to remove, reality is it isn't. It's very hardcore stuff. Once it's on, you cannot get it off. So, Cosmoloid or paraffin, that's what we're gonna use today. We're gonna cook it. These helmets up here are ready for it. One got a little bit wet, but we'll cook that out. These helmets we cleaned this week using oxalic acid. Definitely gave it a hard brush to get as much rust as possible away. But at one point, you know, it's enough and we're happy with it. Another helmet, actually a decal came up. So we want to preserve that decal. And I already know, if I would have used the wax on this helmet, it would look like shit and would fall apart anyway in 10 years. So we're gonna cook this one. Especially looking forward to this one to see the result. And yeah, some helmet which has been treated in the past with something. It could have been paraffin. I'm hoping it is, because if it is, that means we can do it again without any problem and without the helmet being totally good and preserved again. So we'll see about that. So then some Russian helmets. You see, totally buggered, rusty. Yeah, people wonder what the hell you're gonna do with this shit. Well, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna make it look good. And be sure that if you touch it, your hands don't get dirty. Paraffin does have the, how do you say it, capability that it is somewhat a little bit fat, just like candles. But as said, you can easily fix it, even with a lighter. Heat it up again if there are some scratches, and you won't see it anymore. So let's rock it. I'm gonna burn on the oven and get back to you. Well, let's see how it goes. It's hard to talk with a mask like that, but you have some gases and stuff and we don't want to breathe that in. Got the gloves, got the tool. So let's see how far it is. Well, it's going, but we had a look. It's not going fast enough, so let's turn it up a bit. Because it's pretty much nothing that can go wrong. And let's see the result. This is after about 10 minutes. As you can see, it's already getting wet. I must add, I already had a layer of about 15 to 20 liters in there before I put the last candles in. So it's less work than you would imagine, because already a lot of work was done. We want it all to melt, and then we can pretty much easily skip it out. And then it's ready, then we can put a helmet in. So we'll have to wait a bit more. Get back to you. Well, as you can see, we're getting there. We can start like, you know, go fishing, get our hands dirty. Because up here we have a bowl. Yeah, I know what kind of bowl it is. You normally use it to cook, but you can use it in multiple ways. We'll use it for this. So let's get our hands dirty and let's get it cooked. Well, the dirty work has been done. And as you can see, that's about 40 liters, definitely. Enough to put the helmet in completely. Because you want to put the helmet in completely. Not doing it 2 times together, because you might have a different amount of paraffin on your item. So you want to be sure it's in there completely at the same time. So yeah, let's rock it. Which one we're gonna start first? I say let's start with a Russian one. Got a tool we can fuck up, although it will definitely be preserved too. And well, let's see how it goes. You gotta be careful with the temperature. Start low, because items contain water, and water with stuff like this, it can get really bubbly. This one will probably too, we'll see. Well, it's not that bad. But as you see, bubbles pop up. So now we're ready to cook the helmet. Every bubble that comes out pretty much means that it's water vaporizing, coming out of the helmet, and the paraffin replaces its spot, which means that every little part of the helmet will be protected against outside sources like water, moisture, things like that. Oxygen, of course. 2 elements rust needs. So yeah, if you take away these elements, you can save a lot of trouble. As you can see, it starts to bubble. If it stops bubbling, it means there's not enough water or oxygen within the piece anymore. And it's ready and it's preserved. So let's already prepare a little bit of a blanket, because we'll take it out. It has all the stuff on it. So we're gonna make some space here. It's pretty much easy work. Make sure you use blankets which has been washed or used multiple times, so you cannot have a lot of fiber on it, on your piece that comes out wet. So of course it's candle wax, so it will dry out in about a half an hour. We got this one ready to put the helmet on, and we'll use this one to wipe the piece off as soon as it comes out, because it will come out shiny, so you need to kind of like give it a wipe. That way the shine will disappear. So we'll see soon. Well, it's not boiling so much anymore, still a little bit, but we're anxious to put a German helmet in. So we'll take it out. As you can see, it's super shiny. We'll go fast with it. We'll have to wipe it down. We'll be back. So we're back. As you can see, the helmet is wiped down. If there are places where you can see it's still shiny, as you can see here a little bit, it just means it's not wiped enough, so you need to wipe it more. Just wanted to show you that as an example. The way it is now, it will dry like this pretty much. Color won't change. Inside, didn't wipe it as much here as the outside, so you can see it's still very shiny. So the more attention you put in there, the better it will look. It's that simple. As you can see here, there's a drip. Definitely that one will turn out white, so you gotta remove it. So pretty simple, just wipe it and it's gone. All these parts you see here, with a wax you would not be able to reach it, definitely not. So that's why I think this way of treating a helmet is the best way. It's not only proven scientifically and all that stuff, with natural science and all that. I'm not gonna talk difficult, but it's been proven. All these white spots you see here, you can easily take it away with a lighter. Wipe it a bit, it will look beautiful. So we'll leave this as it is to dry. We'll later make a picture of it. We're gonna put a German helmet in. Looking forward to that. Too, because the oil can be pretty hot. So yeah, which one? Fuck it, we'll go for the decal one. Yeah, it's a relic, you know, but I understand if you got a more expensive helmet, be a little bit more careful, you know. And anyway, treat a helmet with respect. Because no matter how cheap it is. It's still a German helmet, or a Russian one, or whatever. And it's a unique piece of history. That's why we're preserving it like this. As you can see, this piece definitely bubbles more. Could well be that there's more moisture in there, or that the oil has heated up a bit more, which will give higher temperature, and the water inside the helmet vaporizes faster, and of course oil and water will go up. So that's what you have now. So we'll leave it in there for a while, make sure it's good flat, and we'll get back to you. And we're back with the German helmet. Well, as you can see, it's pretty much stopped bubbling. That means the helmet is full. It's all soaking up, and right now there's not much more we can do. So we take it out. We'll let it drip. The material doesn't dry super fast, so you actually have time for this. And we'll put it back here, and we're gonna wipe it, so we'll be back. Well, there it is, the result. It's not completely dry yet, but have a look how the decal is. Definitely happy with it. Inside, I know this piece is now preserved in, I think, the best way possible, with the materials we have, of course. I understand not everybody's got a, like, you know, soup bowl like that, so you gotta work with the items you have. But I think if you have some German helmets, you really want to preserve it in a good way, go for this way. Because now at least you can keep it for a lot of years and it still looks good. Can, without any worry, pick it up. This is a preserved helmet. As you can see, 6 helmets. This one has been done. This one has been done. You know, I don't know what looks more healthy, what looks better on display. Knowing that you preserved it, it's definitely the option I like most, using this method. Once you get it started, it goes pretty fast. So we're gonna put the other helmets in. We'll make a picture of them all together later on when we're done. I think about an hour more work and all these helmets have been done. Cheers.